Hey funnel builders, Mike here from Sell Your Service. Today I want to talk to you about how my bad back helps me sell more marketing funnels. I promise you it's not a haiku, it's not a poem, it's 100% accurate. What I want to talk to you about on today's call is why customers never ever buy marketing funnels, what customers are buying when they do buy from you, and when we understand what they do buy and what they are buying, we can position that in front of them, and how to sell marketing funnels. At its core, this is going to help you sell more marketing funnels. So the big problem is that we usually have customers struggling to understand why they should buy. It's kind of, when we're talking to customers, it becomes very difficult for us to tell them what it is that we do, and we simply say, oh, we build marketing funnels and we have social media services, and we build the websites and the email automation, but really they struggle to understand why they would want to invest in something particularly called a funnel. If you think how difficult it is just to even sell a website and how mainstream the concept of a website is, it becomes very difficult to justify why someone should buy something called a marketing funnel. Are they buying the funnel automation? Are they buying email automation? Are they buying the copy? Are they buying the website? Because the funnel in itself is, by definition, just a strategy. It's not a physical product. It could be very simple for some businesses and very complex for others. It's difficult to explain why they should buy it, and customers struggle to understand why they should buy. While funnels are important, customers might not desire them, and this is the pull between need and want. Whereas they might need a funnel and social media management and email marketing and regular posting and paid traffic and conversions and opt-ins and all this, it might not be something that they desire. The reason they don't desire it is basically because either the pain isn't great enough or the perceived reward isn't good enough. And usually the fear of change is stronger than their desire to get something better, because they still feel there's a big risk there. So while funnels are important, and I think we could all argue and agree that all businesses could benefit massively from a huge funnel infrastructure automating all of their processes and their sales and marketing, it's not something that they desire. And this is the big caveat with a lot of funnel businesses, is it's very difficult to make marketing services sexy. I know that I often look at some of my customers' products, anything from courses to physical products to holidays, and I can kind of think, I can easily see how that would be sexy. I can easily see how you would market that and sell that. But when we look at our own services, it's very difficult to make them feel sexy and desirable. We're often told you want to try and convert something from customers feeling that would be nice to have into they would absolutely desire and desperate to have that. My friend Troy says, would your customers crawl over broken glass to get to your product? And it's very difficult to create that level of desire around a marketing service. There's a huge misconception, huge myth, that facts and statistics and data sells products. It's often the case when people try to sell funnels that they'll talk about the website page loading speed, they'll talk about how many pages they can have, the conversion rates, they'll talk about the types of plugins they use and best-in-class software and automation processes. And actually, facts and data and statistics do not sell products at all, especially marketing products. I'll explain why that is and why facts and data do become important at some point, but the important thing to remember is those are features. Those are things that the product is or has. They're not necessarily things the product can do for the customer. And unless you're selling commodities, frankly, price is a feature, it is a statistic or a fact, and that's not going to sell your funnels for you. So this is what we're going to cover. First of all, emotion sells everything. Number 2, decisions are made on emotion. Number 3, customers don't buy beds. And number 4, customers buy futures. So what I want you to remember is sell futures, not features. This is going to be the core kind of theme throughout the rest of the video. Emotion sells absolutely everything. I know a lot of people take great pride in calling themselves logical and saying that they try to approach everything from a place of logic and they try to remove logic from everything. But every single decision that human beings make is made with emotion. It's made with anger, fear, love, hate, excitement, enthusiasm. Whenever we take a decision, particularly a big decision, it is always based on emotion. What we typically do is we then find reasons to justify it after we've bought something. So if we're buying everything from small purchases like Coca-Cola up to our houses, or even like server racks and boring decisions like that, whenever we make the decision, it is always based on emotion. And people like to tell me, oh no, it's based on logic, I chose this was the logical choice. It's not. You bought it based on emotion, and now you're able to justify it based on your own rationality, which we call logic, which arguably isn't logic even then. But what you have to realize is that your customers aren't going to be impressed into buying marketing funnels from you by thinking, yes, I really want to buy this marketing funnel because it's the logical thing to do. They're going to buy because they have an emotional connection to the future which you perceive to be giving them. That's what's important. They do not care about the code and the data behind the actual page and the funnels and the automation and the email server. What they care about is the emotional connection between the future and where they are now. It's a big kind of decision principle to understand when we realize that everything sells on emotion as well. When we sell a house, when we sell Coca-Cola, we're selling on enthusiasm. One of the best definitions I've ever heard of selling is just a transfer of enthusiasm. If you are enthusiastic about the product because you understand the benefits that it brings and the future that it's going to create for you, you're going to be far more likely to make a sale. Even if the product is relatively middle of the road, if you believe in it and you truly can see that level of enthusiasm within your own product, you are far more likely to sell it. And the same goes for marketing funnels. And this is why the old sales adage is customers don't buy beds. Every single person who owns a bed has never bought a bed. Every single person who's owned a car has never bought a car. Customers don't buy the product. They don't buy the product. What they buy is the future that product provides to them. They can see themselves in the future as a better person, as a happier person, as a healthier person, as someone who has things, their status is improved. What customers are buying are futures, and that particular product is the fastest way for them to get to that future. That's what people buy. They don't buy plane tickets, they buy destinations. So for example, with a bed, they're not buying the bed, they're not buying the wood and the mattress and the sheets. What they're buying is a better back, or they're buying a better night's sleep, or they're buying more energy. And when we start selling that to customers, when we start having conversations with customers and they're in the bed store and they're walking around, it's interesting because when they're walking around, a lot of people say, oh, can I help you today? That's not what I want to ask. I straight away want to ask, are you in the market for a bed today? Are you looking at a bed? And if they go, yeah, we're just browsing, great, that's confirmation. If they say, no, I'm not looking for a bed, cool. Then you can move away from them. So I don't ask, is there anything I can help with today? You ask, are you in the market for a bed today? So when you're having a conversation with your customers and you sit down and you say, well, are you in the market for marketing services or a website, whatever you want to call it, they're probably going to say yes. And you go, fantastic. And when we get to the pitching and closing stage, we explain, particularly with the bed, what their future is going to be like and how their future is going to be better after they've bought from us. I want you to imagine, Mr. Customer, waking up feeling ready for the day. When was the last time you woke up excited and ready for the day? Oh, God, years ago. Exactly. Tell me about it. Work pressure's going up. You're having to work longer hours. And if you don't start the day right, how can we possibly get the rest of the day right? I want to give you time back. That's how important this is to me. I want to start giving you time back because your back is going to be feeling healthier, because you're going to be sleeping better. You're going to have more time in the day because you're going to have more energy. How would you feel if you could start going to the gym again, or playing golf, or going fishing, or spending more time with the kids, or whatever it is? They go, yeah, that would be amazing. Fantastic. That's what they're buying. Zig Ziglar, who is a motivational speaker, one of his sayings, quotes, which I absolutely love, is, you can get everything you want if you'll help others get everything they want. The key to having the life that you want as a funnel builder or a funnel business is to help other people get the future that they want. If you have a future that you want, help other people get a future that they want. If you can help them get time back, more energy, start their day right, a better back, a better night's sleep, a better relationship with their kids, with their parents, with their family, with their friends, more time doing their hobbies, if you can help them have more income so they can drive that better car, so they can feel like they've, achieved something, if they can live out their childhood fantasies of owning a red convertible, that's what you're helping them get. And if you can help them get that, you'll get everything you want. So the little creative writing exercise I want you to be able to try here is with your funnels. Think with your funnels, in the future, your customers can ... So after working with you, it doesn't matter what they buy, whether they buy consulting, they buy a funnel, email automation, that's irrelevant. In the future, your customers can ... What can they do? What can they feel? How do they feel? How do they feel about their life, their average day, their family, their free time, their personal health, their wealth, their well-being, their status, their emotions, both in their business and their personal life? What do they have? What can they buy? What can they own? What do they do? This is a big one. What do they become? What can they now become? They can become a successful CEO, a successful business owner. They can become successful in the eyes of their kids. They can become a better husband, a better father. What can they see? What is it that they can now see in front of them? They can start seeing the world. They can see a better future. They can seem more confident. Write these out. And there's a few examples for you. So when people buy funnels from me and from my agency, what I'm able to say is you are buying the ability to spend more time with family doing the things they love, because they don't have to manually sell things anymore. They don't have to chase customers or leads because the sales are taken care of on automation. Their traffic's taken care of on automation. They also spend less time fighting fires and more time strategizing. They're going to spend more time working on their business than in their business because their customer service is taken care of. Their email generation is taken care of. Their lead generation is taken care of. They feel more confident about the direction and the future of their business. That's what I'm giving them because they have a solid plan for growth. They can have that brand new car that they need for the kids. They can buy that brand new car that they need for the kids. And they can go on that 3-week diving holiday. I'm allowing people to go on that 3-week diving holiday. I increase their income, which allows them to take more time off. I automate their sales process, which allows them to take time off. So in the future, they can go on that 3-week diving holiday. And this is what you should be selling. You do not sell a 3-page marketing funnel system with email automation. What you sell is confidence in the direction and future of their business. And you sell them, allowing them to buy their new car that they need for their kids. So what do your customers' futures look like after working with you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what it is that your customers can have in the future after working with you. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.